don't quit your day job, Megatron.
Hi everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm taking a look at Deformation Space DS-01 Crimson Wings Deformation Aircraft, or Starscream, plain and simple. I love Starscream, he's one of my favorite characters, so when I saw that you can actually buy this from eBay for like $80, I was hysterically happy. And so I'm still. It said mint in sealed box, and I don't see any damages to the bot or anything, but it wasn't really sealed. It is the genuine product. It's not a knockoff. I've checked that, so it's okay, but it's a bit of an older figure, so some things are loosey-goosey, and the coloration isn't as on par as it once was, but at least the hue is correct. I mean, a bit of paint scrapage on a 6-year old bot, or 7 even. That's okay in my book. It works. And I can always refill those little things. And those joints that aren't on par, you can just screw a bit tighter, and then they are. So that's very nice. But I have unscrewed them just so you can see how it was delivered to me in box. So I have to do a lot of screwing when we are done here. The box is very nice, but there is nothing really on it but a mistransformed Starscream. Let's get this out of the way. You get a little... no collector's card, which is... yeah. You get this little book. It works. You can follow it, but it ends up mistransformed. Severely mistransformed, which is just sad because that's not the way it should look. The end result is actually very, very beautiful. So it's sad that the book doesn't really show you how it should look. And I mean, this picture is wrong as well. So yeah, he comes with 2 additional faces, a smiling one and a very stern one. So you have that. The one on him now is a smirking face, which I actually think is very much Starscream. And of course, you get the null rays, which can be transformed into his little rocket launchers in alt mode. Very nice indeed. So, yeah, I'm happy. So far, at least. Now for the figure himself. As I said before, I have re-loosened the joints so you can see how he was delivered to me. And this arm was really, really loose. And it actually, yeah, you can see it won't hold nothing. But these screws, if you tighten them, it will actually be a bit on the tight side instead. I'm trying to show you how it looks when you actually tighten them. So it works. You can get him as tight as you want him. And that sounded so bad. I'm sorry, but I mean those joints should actually work to your every whim. Now, he looks gorgeous. I mean, the paint is sublime. You have a cockpit inside here that you can open up, and you have some detailing, very beautifully detailing on the wings here, and the chest is painted beautifully as well. Okay, I have to address the elephant in the room. When you do that, he breaks up his cockpit. I don't really mind, because it's supposed to be cartoon accurate, and they did so many mistakes in the cartoon that this could probably be one of them. So I don't really care about that at all. Otherwise, he looks very sleek and nice and firm. And look at those legs, but this never tabs in. And you have the back of him, big, beautiful legs there with those heels. And you can shake him all about, nothing is loose. I like that. And of course, you can angle these however you want them. You can have them out, you can have them in, you can fold these up or whatever. But this is Starscream. And of course, you want him to have his little null rays. And this is a tight fit. You have to... oh my lord. Yeah. You have to really push, and this one's easier for some reason. Let's see if I can do it the same way with this. Yeah, I don't want to use that too many times because I think I'm going to break something. Not that anything is breakable, but you know, yeah. You want to have your bots in shipshape mode when you display them. You can angle them a bit, not too much, but you can. And of course, you can have him firing it if he wants to, because he has some nice articulation. And speaking of that articulation, let's start with the head. The head can look all the way around, look down, so he can look down on his fellow bots. Well, he does that anyway, so... and he looks up, and you have that very nice neck in there. So you have two hinges that this is on, and of course you can push the sides together, but that is more for transformation. Oh, which we will be showing off in that video that I'm posting parallel with this, so you can see how it's done. And is it fun? No, it really isn't. But it's not as bad as you think. It's worse. Anyway, where was I? His head, yes. You can fold out his arms to the side. You can make them go all the way around. They will hit the wings, but that is a given. You have a butterfly joint, a very beautiful butterfly joint indeed. You have a little bend at the, or swivel at the bicep. You have a double jointed, if you're doing it right. Double jointed elbow gives you the full bend. You don't want for anything with this. The hands are rotatable, and you can fold them in and out a bit. You can fold the thumb to the inside, and you have two pegs here that can actually make it go, well, fairly nicely and fairly natural. Be mindful that this inner hinge is quite, not frail, but small, thin. You have one hinge here and one hinge there on each finger, and you can move them independently, which is really, really nice. Like so. And the fist is fairly nice as well. Be mindful that for transformation, you have to fold the fingies in like that on every joint, so they take as little space as possible in the arm when you're transforming him. Anyway, you can, of course, rotate him at the waist. You do have an ab crunch. Fairly magic squarey ab crunch, actually. But you can get that done if you want to. Very nice. Get your arms up and away. You can open these up a bit. I'm not going to force it, so it's going to stay there, unfortunately. You can get him out to the side, and he holds that leg just fine. And here you actually have two hinges that holds the leg up just fine. So, yeah. You don't have any real butt flaps that you can fold out due to transformation. And I don't know why these won't go forward, and I won't test them. But you can kick a bit forward as well. I think it's enough for any posings you might want to do. You have a double jointed knee, which gives you the full range there. You have toe tilt, and foot tilt, and you can angle the heel however you like. But in place, it's just there, and you can't really do anything with that, but you can wiggle this about. But the feet look very good, and they are very stable as well. So there are few things wrong with them in this mode. I'm not saying there are faults in other modes, I'm just saying that he is really well done and looks really Starscreamy. Now, for comparison, let's bring in the official masterpiece from Takara. And, I mean, he's shaking all about, doesn't he? Isn't he? And they are a bit on a different height scale, and he has a darker tint to him. I think I prefer this one. This is more cartoon to me. And everything is just loose on this one. And to make him actually stand up, I have to make him thrust forward a bit with his pelvic regions. And if we compare the backpack, I mean, this is larger and less fun to handle, and these aren't really tabbing in. This actually tabs in when you get them forward. You have to untab them to... Oh, they're actually ratcheted as well. Okay, they are ratcheted. They are actually going to hold the cockpit in, so they need to be. Now, what always bothered me with any Starscream are the insignias, because they are upside down, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I haven't decided on if I'm going to have them the right way around, or if I'm going to have them like that, to be cartoon accurate. I don't know. To be quite honest, I don't know. I'm going to have him in alt mode, and I'm going to keep him there because he's going to be, well, the alt mode, and this is going to be the bot mode for me. But we are still going to look at the alt mode of him and the transformation, of course. So don't despair. But there he is with Starscream. Let's bring in his fellow Decepticon commander. We have Soundwave. And Soundwave is a bit taller than him, which is correct in my book. So I am really happy about the size. I actually think the MP, was it 52, was too short, because I think he demands a bit more presence on my shelf than that. But this is really nice. I think they work just fine. And since MPU released their cone heads, let's see how he looks with a cone head. And yes, he towers over him, but at the same time, they work. I mean, he should be a bit bigger since he's weaker than everyone. He's smarter, but weaker. So, yeah. But I think everything here looks just good together and fits the bill perfectly. And I do love him. And here you have him in alt mode. Was it fun getting here? No. Does it look good? Oh my god, yes. This is a really beautiful airplane. I should have researched what model this is, but I'm not an airplane guy, so I don't really know, and I don't actually really care, because it still looks sublime. I mean, yes, there are some panel lines on the top, but still this is a solid piece of transformer, and everything is just where it should, except for one little piece, and that is this one. It stays up, but not if I shake. Now it stays up for some reason. Okay, good. Stay there. Stay there. I'm not going to do anything more to you. The sides look a bit iffy, but I don't really care. The feet tend to be very heavy due to the fact that they are die-cast, so they tend to droop a bit. But again, I don't really care. It works. You have the back here, looks sublime. Again, the top is outstanding. And you have the regular Starscreamy bottom of the works here. Very big and beautiful airplane mode. You don't have any radar dish in here, like you do with MP52. I think it's MP52 at least. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't really need one either. You can arm him up with these little bombardment thingies. Like so. And now he can just shoot and bombard to his heart's content. Like so. Very nice indeed. And again, I don't know how to apply the stickers really, because I want them correct in the robot mode, not the alt mode. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to do first. You can, of course, open the cockpit and you can look at that little chair there, and you have some dials and stuff like that in there. I don't know if you see that. Yes, maybe you do. And that is very, very nice indeed. I mean, look at the detailing all over him. He is very well done. The transformation is challenging, not to a degree where I'm screaming at it, but still. These two pieces pieces here feel like a bit of a softer plastic, and they do tend to get scraped. I did get scrapes on the side of the red here, which I don't like. Not on this side, thankfully, for some reason, but still. No. Sit where you should, foot. I am very happy about this because, I mean, $80 is a bargain for such a quality craft. I'm really, really happy with it. So, yeah. Again, I'm not really an aircraft guy, so I'm just, you know, I like the look of it, but I'm unfortunately can't contribute to the discussion about airplanes and correctness and stuff like that. So I'm going to leave it at that. For comparison, I did transform this as well, the MP52, and it looks good as well. Not as good, in my humble opinion, but nothing really tabs in on this one. Everything tabs in on this. Too well. Too well. But nothing really tabs in here, and stuff is loose and stuff like that. And this is an old bot, but so is this. So I don't know. But this has been transformed a couple of times, so I don't know. Maybe it's just old. It doesn't want to go in. But it looks fairly good. And you can see that Scarlet Wings is a bit on the larger side than the Takara one. But still, they do look good. And I mean, they could be in a squadron together, couldn't they? I mean, they do look good, both of them. With my preference being this color over that. And I don't know where these dark pieces come from. I don't care. Yeah. So that's it for the alt mode. Stay tuned for my conclusion. Now for my conclusion, this is an outstanding bot. Even though it's old, it holds up to this day. It's great. The posability is good. The paint is good. Everything is just good. The quality is outstanding. And even though the transformation is a bit on the difficult side, I like the ingenious way they actually transform him. And so they don't do it the same way as everyone else, because this is much more, well, grown up, I would say. I like the faces he comes with. I like the posing you can do. And the null rays look good in both the modes. Really, really good, I must say. His masterpiece score is a 9, and that is a very high score for such an old bot. But this just proves you don't have to have the latest bot to have the one that actually looks and handles the best. I'm very happy I got this one, and if you like Starscream, you just got to get this one because he is amazing. So it's a strong, strong recommendation from me. But I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.